I am back once again. This time I'm going to be covering the new Psyker tree. Much like I just did with the veteran, I'll be doing it a bit fast and loose. So, starting right off with our blitz abilities. On the left we got Brain Rupture. It's an empowered version of Brain Burst that does bonus damage. Your modifier's fourth. Let you make it happen or charge faster and generate less peril after using your ability. And you can make it such that all of your attacks have a 10% chance to brain burst your target. It cannot occur while at critical peril and has a base cooldown of 15 seconds. This is for if you decide, you know what, I liked brain burst before. Alright, Heretic, that's a nice argument. Fortunately for you, I cast Twist of Fate. Our central option is Smite. That is basically the Surge Staff on steroids. You charge it up and electrocute the hell out of a ward of enemies. You can lock down entire hordes. It doesn't do much damage, but it changes between targets and holds them in place. You can increase the number of jumps that it makes, and you can increase the damage at enemies that are suffering it, take from all sources. Assail is for if you want to be like a zealot and throw knives, but want to do it in a fancy magic way. It's Magic Missile. Not very effective against Carapace, but it's effective against Black, Maniac, Unyielding, Unarmored, Infested, just about everything else. It mulches orbs, it mulches most specials and elites assaults are not in heavy armor. It's very, very good, very, very strong, and a bit of a crutch. So, if you want to throw magic knives, go for it. For your auras, your allies can do bonus damage to elites and specialists. You can gain 10% cooldown reduction on abilities for you and your allies in Coherency. That is always active. And you and your allies in Coherency can gain crit chance. Specifically, you want to go for a crit gun Psyker build, or really just any crit Psyker build. You and your zealot friends will have a lot of fun with this one. Venting a Shriek is your first ability. It's much the same as before. You remove 50% of your peril, knock down enemies in front of you. Your modifiers let you decrease peril generation for every enemy hit. You can make it apply Soul Blaze to your targets, or you can make it do some bonus damage based off of your current peril. So, regardless, get up to high peril, then pop this. It'll reset half your peril, and will give you some bonus damage out on the enemies. Your central option is you place a shield. It blocks ranged attacks from enemies specifically. You and your allies can still shoot through it. Your modifiers would it have a chance to spawn specials, but they damage it. You can have multiple charges. You can make it a dome shield instead of just a wall shield. And you can make it regenerate toughness for you and your allies that are inside it, and gain toughness for damage reduction once it dissipates. Your third ability is Scribe's Gaze, which is for if you want to be a gun Psyker. Upon entering it, you gain crit chance and damage, and for every second that you spend in it, you gain 1% damage up to 30%, and this lingers for 10 seconds after you're leaving Scribe's Gaze. While in Scribe's Gaze, you build up peril slowly, and you can offset it by killing enemies. And once it hits 100% peril, it ends. For your abilities, you've got Morph Siphon. Killing an elite or a specialist grants you a warp charge for 25 seconds, stacked up 4 times. A nice combat ability spends all your warp charges to reduce the cooldown by 7.5% per warp charge, giving you a total of 30% cooldown reduction if you have 4 charges. Leads into more options such as left arrow generation for each charge. You can replenish toughness upon gaining a warp charge and getting a new one resets the timer. You can increase all damage by a percentage per warp charge. You can have extra work charges. You can kill an enemy with soul blaze to have a 10% chance to grant you a work charge. Or you can have it such that anytime you or an ally in coherency kill something, you'll have a 4% chance to get a work charge, meaning that you'll pretty much always have full work charges. In the center, you've got Empowered Psionics that gives you a variety of buffs to different abilities. So Brain Rupture makes it free and cast faster and do even more damage. Smite has faster chaining and more damage. Assail has one free cast. Mind you, you are throwing multiple knives. So what the next one will be free. The base damage is increased and it does not consume one of your charges. All of them are very good. At the time of recording, Smite is forced to push that if you have Empowered Psionics, Smite also goes for free, meaning you can sustain it infinitely, which is very strong. You can have it such that while using your Blitz, when you cast your Blitz, initially casting it while empowered, you regain 50% toughness for you and your allies. You can have a higher chance of gaining Empowered Psionics on kill, or you can have a guaranteed one from elite kills, and you can now hold multiple sacks, meaning that you can have multiple charges stored up and potentially refund them as you use them. And the third ability is Disrupt Destiny. Every second, enemies within 25 meters have a chance of being marked. Killing a mock enemy refreshes toughness, gives you move speed, and adds a precision bonus, meaning weak spots and crit damage. As listed there, each precision bonus grants 1% damage, 2% crit damage, and 2.5% weak spot damage. That is on top of... Actually, no, that's not on top of the precision bonus. That is the precision bonus. My apologies, I misread that. Perfectionism increases the maximum precision bonus stacks from 15 to 30. During influence increases its duration from 15 seconds to 30 seconds. And weak spot kills grant 2 additional stacks of Disrupt Destiny. Finally, killing enemies marked by Disrupt Destiny have a 20% chance to instantly quell 50% of your peril. And that about sums it up for the Psyker. They have a lot of strange and interesting nodes, for example. You can have up to 20% damage based on your current peril. You can use peril instead of stamina for blocking attacks. You can have 50% increased radius for your coherency, or you can increase your crow speed. You can crow while moving and not slow yourself down. You can have it such that ability cooldown for you and allies in coherency is reduced by 5% on a Legion Specialist kill. There are a lot of options that you as a Psyker have, and you can mix and match very easily because of how squiggly your tree is. So, that's around with it. Find out what you like. All your options are pretty competitive, in all honesty. Assail is a bit overtuned right now, but it will be getting nerfed, and Smite and Brain Rupture are both going to be getting buffed, so in the next patch, that should resolve some of those issues. Regardless, I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that it was informative for you, and I hope to see you all in the next one where I will be covering the Ogryn.